Hi all, welcome to our channel BPO Coder. Today we are going to see how to create a pyramid call cluster chart in VBA Excel. So to create this type of chart, we require the data as follows. As you can see on the screen, we require a category and the numbers for the category. So this is an example or sample data which is required to create the pyramid call cluster chart in VBA Excel. Now we will be seeing that what will be our output and what type of code we have to write in VBA Excel to create this amazing chart. Let's see the output first. So as you can see on the screen that this is the output of our code based on this data which we have on the screen. So our final output will look like this once we have written the codes inside a sub procedure and assigned it to the macro button. Now let's dive into the code of VBA and we'll see how our code will look to create this type of chart in VBA Excel. So this is our sub procedure written to create the pyramid call cluster chart in VBA Excel. So this is the entire code which will help us to create the pyramid call cluster chart. The call means column over here, and to create it we'll see, let's dive into it and understand how and what are all the codes we require to create this chart. Now first we have to create a sub procedure called pyramid call clustered, and then we have to end our sub procedure after creating it. Then inside our sub procedure we have to select a single cell inside our data. So as you can see, this is my raw data or the data from which I have to create a pyramid column clustered chart in VBA. So I will select any of these cells inside this data. So that's what I've written over here. This line of code will select a single cell inside your data, which is range B4 over here dot select. So this will select the B4 cell over here, and then it will next, what we are going to do is it will next create a blank chart for you in VBA Excel. So by using with statement we are going to say with active sheet. So as you can see, this is my active sheet dot shapes dot add chart 2. So this line is used to say that okay, I want to create a chart, and then for creating the chart we do have some parameters to be given inside it. So after we mention with active sheet dot shapes dot add chart 2, what we are going to do is we are going to open the parentheses first, the round brackets first, and then we are going to give a code or a value for creating pyramid call cluster chart. So for creating each and every chart we do have a value for each and every different charts. So if you are creating a bar chart or a line chart, you will be having a different number over here. That's the value for that chart. Now to create the Excel pyramid call cluster chart, our value should be 251 over here. So once I give this value 251, what I'll be doing is I will be doing a comma over here. After putting a comma, I will say what type of chart I want to create over here. So as you can see, this chart type is Excel pyramid call clustered. So this is the chart type which I want to create over here. Now after creating this, I will mention what should be my position and what will be my height and width of my chart. So as you can see, this is the top over here, it's 220, left is 17, height is 310, and 480 is my width of this chart. After doing it, after mentioning all these parameters, what I'll be doing is I will be selecting this chart over here. So this line of code will help me to create and select my chart in here. Once it's done, I will use the another with statement inside my chart. So how I'm going to do is I will use with statement and I'll say with active chart. So as you can see, we have selected this chart over here, so this chart becomes our active chart. So I will say with active chart, and then I will set some elements and set my chart title inside the chart. To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use with active chart, then I will be informing the VBA to set the element. To do that, I will say dot set element, and then in the brackets I'm saying is MSO element primary value grid lines none, which means this line of code will help me to remove the grid lines inside my chart. Then after doing that, dot set element and this line of code will help me to show the data labels in my chart. So these are the data labels, as you can see, 100, 76, 59, 63. All these are the data labels and which I have to show or I want to show in my chart. So this line of code will help me to show the data labels inside my chart. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say dot set element MSO element legend top. So this line of code will help me to create the legend inside my chart. So as you can see, B and C are my legend and I want to place them on top of my chart. So this is what this line of code is doing over here. After setting up the legend in our chart, I'm going to say I want to show the data table inside my chart. So to do that, I'm going to say, as you can see, this is my data table inside my chart. To set this or to create this inside my chart, I'm going to say dot set element MSO element data table show. So this will help me to show the data table inside my chart. Once all these have been done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the chart title over here, and to do that I'm going to say dot has title equals to. So first we have to mention and we have to inform the VBA that okay, now inside my active chart I want a title. So to do that, to inform that, I'm going to say dot has title equals to true, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say what should be my chart title. So to do that, I will be saying dot chart title in the next line, and then our chart title will be in text format. So to do or to say that, I will be saying chart title dot text equals to and my name of my chart title. So as of now, I have kept the name of my chart title as pyramid call cluster chart in VBA Excel. This will create my chart title over here, and then I will be closing the inner width, which is this first. So Always remember one thing, that whenever you are closing the with statement, always you have to close the inner with statement first and the outer with statement. So this is the inner with statement and I've closed over here, and this is the outer with statement which I've closed over here. So by writing these lines of code, our chart is ready. Now after creating this chart, our chart is still selected. So to deselect our chart, we are going to select an empty cell inside our worksheet. So to do that, my empty cell over here, as I can see, is A1. So I'm going to give the A1 as the empty cell value to select, or you can say to deselect my chart. So for that I will be writing range A1 dot select, and this will deselect my chart automatically. So congratulations, you have learned that how to create a pyramid call clustered chart in VBA Excel. So if you have any doubts, please do comment and subscribe to our channel BPO Coder if you are the newcomer or new visitor, or you're the new visitor to our channel. And we will meet you in the next video. Till then, like, share and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye. From BPO Coder.